What's going on, Mother Truckers? I want to give you a life update real quick. So if you are around, Lima, Ohio, well, Wawa's opening their third travel center on March 19th. I will be there. And so it's going to start from 8:30 a.m. So 1319 Breeze Road, West Lima, Ohio, 45806. Doors open at 8 a.m. So it says festivities include, right, limited edition t-shirts for the first 250 customers, ceremonial honk by mascot Wally Goose with some of the nation's most popular big rig truckers, charitable hoagies for Heroes Hoagie building competition between local first responders. And so this is pretty cool here. So if you guys have the opportunity, I want to invite you guys out to Wawa and give you guys some cool merch. Give me a second. I'm going to find this real quick for you. Check this out, right? So Big Rig Tees right here. Appreciate you guys for supporting us. And check that out. So this custom cool Wawa hat, how great is that right there? So, Mud Truckers, just want to invite you guys, and we'll see you on March 19th in Lima, Ohio. What's going on, Mother Truckers? So FMCSA makes this public announcement to 3.5 million truck drivers out there, and there is only room for 18 drivers total. But for the 18 drivers, this might be some of the most important work that you ever do. And the reason why is because it could change the way and the scope of the hours of service for all the truck drivers out there. That's like we're bringing in our A team. And so if you want to be one of the 18 drivers to make a difference, this can be a big help. And they want to pay you. I've never heard of FMCSA want to pay anybody, but it's a whopping $600, or it says up to $600. So let me give you what this is. And I'm going to put the link down below so that you guys can read it as well. But I think this right here can be extremely important, because if it changes hours of service, then hey, that has a lot to do with everybody on the road today. So FMCSA, right, like I stated, is currently running a pre-test pilot with only 18 drivers total. So 9 drivers will be for a flexible sleeper berth, FSB, and the other 9 drivers for split duty period, SDP. This is not open, like I stated, to everyone. They are looking for a very specific limited group to test the designs and data collect tools before they actually have a bigger program. So I think they're doing it right on this. So here's the eligibility requirements here. It says to participate in the specific pilot, a driver must have a valid CDL and be able to operate a commercial vehicle, be part of a participating motor carrier, company driver, or owner operator. So that's really all the drivers out there. Agree to collect data for 6 weeks. So wear devices, upload rods, do questionnaires, etc., and follow instructions for the FSB or the SDP pilot program. So this is why not all drivers can sign up as of now. So this is a very structured research study with limited slots available. So, if FMCSA expands the pilots or implements new hours of service rules based on these studies, all truck drivers could be affected by this. Tell me, would you apply for something like this? So let's get into the details a little bit about the difference between the 9 drivers that would pick the flexible sleeper berth or the split duty period, and how is that different from the hours of service today. So right now, if you're an over-the-road truck driver, you have to drive, of course, 14-hour window, right, when you start your day. And then you have a total time of up to 11 hours to drive. We know that already. Right? Your rest options are sleeper berth are limited to only a 8-2 split or a 7-3 split. And once the 14 hours starts, every minute after that counts, right? And we all hate that, right? So the rules are very strict, and it's not flexible at all. I mean, imagine you do your pre-trip, you start your day, next thing you know, you get a flat tire like 5-10 minutes or 10 miles down the road. That messes up your hours of service, right? That 14-hour window does not stop. So let's talk about if you were to jump on this pilot program to help make a difference. Let's start with the program Flexible Sleeper Berth, FSB. So this expands the splits from that old 7-3 or 8-2 to include a 6-4 or 5-5 split. What do you think about that? Drivers can now fine tune their sleep, resting when it works best and driving when they're most alert, right? That's the biggest thing, right? People complain all the time and say, Alex, these ELDs, is hours of service. All it is making me drive when I'm sleepy. And then when I'm at the truck stop or rest area, twiddling my thumbs, that's when I'm not sleepy, but it's forcing me to stop. You will still get equivalent of 10 consecutive hours of off duty with just more flexibility. Right? So the number 2 program, split duty period, the SDP, lets drivers pause the 14-hour driving clock for 30 minutes to 3 hours during off-duty sleeper or or on-duty pickup delivery. So that right there is a major difference, right? Being able to pause your clock for 30 minutes to 3 hours, right? Imagine what that would do for your day. Maybe you'd feel less rushed. Right. So that means that, you're stuck waiting at the dock or you don't have time to eat. Well, guess what? That 30-minute to 3-hour pause, that can make a big difference. So definitely the current rules right now do not allow you to pause your clock like that. So again, even if you're not a part of these 18 drivers that are being tested, right? If this changes and they think there is some positivity in this, they could just change the whole hours of service nationwide and affect all truck drivers. So I think this right here is extremely important, guys. Tell me, what are your thoughts about this? When it comes to hours of service, which one, if you were going to do it, which one would you pick? Okay, so this is by Virginia Tech. They're going to be the one doing this pilot program study, right? So overall, if you were one of the 18 and they're going to split it to 9 and 9 each, would you want to be a pilot tester for the flexible sleeper berth where you get to split a 5-5 or a 6-4, right? Or would you rather the other one and apply for the split duty period online screening questionnaire, which basically, being able to pause your clock for 30 minutes to 3 hours periods spent off duty. That's very interesting. Mud truckers, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. I just want to put that out there. But this could be a big change in our hours of service. And tell me, are you for it or against it? Definitely, I know there's a lot of drivers that like the old ways of trucking. So, mud truckers, I'll talk to you later.